So as of right now, my team Bradford City in real life are currently in a playoff semi-final against Carlisle United. We won the first leg 1-0, the second leg will be coming this weekend, but I have been thinking, how would this current Bradford City squad get on in League One? In today's video, we are going to be finding that out, doing a FIFA 23 career mode sim. Just a bit of fun. At the end of the day, we're going to be putting all 4 promoted teams from League 2 into League 1 and all the 3 relegated teams from the Championship down into League 1, and obviously moving out of League 1 the respective teams who are promoted and relegated as well. We don't know who's going to be going up through the playoffs, but I'm going to presume it's probably Peterborough, but judging by the way they absolutely wiped the floor with Sheffield Wednesday. But make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you could try and hit 30 likes on today's video, that'd be massively appreciated. Subscribe if you are new as well. We are down the road to 800 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already with that post notification bell on. It's free to do so and it does massively help out. Drop a comment in as well down in the comment section down below to help boost the video in the YouTube algorithm. Would you like to see me do this on Football Manager? Although we did kind of already do this with the Bradford City save. So make sure to drop a like on there for me. Subscribe if you are new as well, and let's get into it. Now obviously Bradford City do currently have quite a fair few number of players out of a deal in the summer. Now we're going to be doing this based on the fact they all signed new contracts with the football club, so it would be the exact same squad that we have right now going into League One. I anticipate there will obviously be movement in the transfer window regardless of whether we get promoted or not, but like I say, just a bit of fun at the end of the day. I'm going to quickly sort all the clubs out to make sure they're all in League One, and then we'll see how they get on. We'll do some simulations at different points, see what potential transfers to do. I don't know if because I'm the manager they might not actually end up doing any transfers. I think that is probably how it works, but I'll be back with you in a moment. So if we have a quick flick through what my League One could potentially look like next season, obviously, like I say, we don't know specifically what is going to happen with the League One playoffs, but judging off the fact Peterborough beat Sheffield Wednesday 4-0 in the first leg, I think they're probably, right now, the bookies' favourites probably to go on and get promoted. So the League One lines up then with Barnsley, Blackpool, Bolton, Bradford City, Bristol Rovers, Burton, Cambridge, Charlton, Cheltenham, Derby, Exeter, Fleetwood, Leyton Orient, Lincoln City, Northampton Town, Oxford United, Port Vale, Portsmouth, Reading, Sheffield Wednesday, Shrewsbury Town, Stevenage, Wigan Athletic and Wycombe Wanderers. So, like I said, we are going to be selecting Bradford City. The transfer budget is okay, to be fair. We're only 1 star in terms of our club reputation, which I think that's a bit harsh, to be fair. I think we're a much bigger club than that would potentially suggest, but obviously it's FIFA and all that sort of stuff. We definitely don't want it in dollars. We'll get that over into sterling. All this sort of stuff doesn't really matter because I'm not going to be playing any games. I'm not going to be simulating any games. We do also... Do we want to disable the first window? Yeah, I think we're going to disable the first transfer window so every squad is the exact same, and we'll see maybe what happens in January. I'll advance through, get the game set up, and like I say, I'll be back with you in a moment. One thing that will be very interesting is, will these loan players who are currently with the football club, will any of them potentially be returning next season? Players like Scott Banks, Romney Critchlow, both out of a contract with their respective clubs in the summer, although I'm pretty sure Huddersfield have the option of a further year with Critchlow. Apart from that, Bowler, Costello, Nevers, Pereira, I won't say any of them have really done enough to be getting another loan with the football club, regardless of what league we're in, to be honest with you. I'm quickly going to pick the team that I would like to see. Obviously, I did have a Bradford City career mode this FIFA. We might potentially be returning that to the channel very soon as well, but I'm going to quickly pick the team and formation, all that sort of stuff, and I'll be back with you in a moment. So I think if I pick the team like this, and then if I save that, even if I don't manage the games, my assistant manager should pick that team. I'm not really too sure how it works. I don't really advance forward through the calendar normally on FIFA 23 career mode. We do have a few quick emails to get through. We'll simulate training, the vision and expectation. What would be the expectation for our first season in League One? According to this, it's a critical priority that we avoid relegation. They don't really seem to have much confidence, but they want us to reach the round of 16 of the Emirates FA Cup. I think that's very hard. And then within 4 seasons, they want us to win the League One title. So this season, it's all about just not finishing the bottom 4. And then after that, it's about building for the future. I think a 4-year plan to win the title is reasonable, to be fair. First season, can we avoid relegation? Let's find out. I'll see you all in January. So we are now roughly halfway through the season on the 1st of January, technically 2024, although it will state 2023, although technically, actually, you can't even see that anyway. Our pre-season then, we had a 1-0 win against Gillingham, a 1-0 defeat against Mansfield, and a 0-0 draw against Crawley, which obviously clearly saw us not progress through into any further rounds. But we started out our league campaign then with a 3-2 defeat against Wycombe Wanderers, before a 1-1 draw against Derby County, a 2-0 win against Walsall in the Cup, a 2-0 defeat to Barnsley in the league, a 1-0 defeat to Cambridge in the league, a 4-1 defeat to Charlton in the league, a 3-4 loss on penalties against Blackpool in the cup, a 1-1 draw against Port Vale, and a 1-0 loss against Crawley in the cup. So a really, really poor start to the season. Just 2 points picked up in our first 2 months of football. Obviously, July only has one game in it, but it still suits the agenda that we're trying to go with at this moment in time. So not a great start to the season at all. I would anticipate that probably saw us be bottom of the table. After that, in September though, we had 4 straight wins, with a win against Exeter 2-1, a 2-1 at home win against Blackpool, a 1-0 win away at Northampton, a 3-0 win away at Portsmouth before unfortunately at home to Portsmouth before unfortunately a 2-1 defeat away at Reading. Into October then, we had a 2-0 away win against Sheffield Wednesday, a 2-1 defeat away at home to Leyton Orient in the cup, a 2-0 win at home to Bolton Wanderers in the league, a 2-2 draw against Stevenage in the league, a 2-1 away win against Shrewsbury Town, a 4-1 away win against Lincoln City, and a 1-1 draw against Leyton Orient in the league. Moving into November then, we had a 1-0 win away at Fleetwood Town, a 2-1 win at home to Oxford United, a 2-1 defeat away at Burton Albion, a 0-0 draw against Wigan Athletic, and then going into December, we had a 2-2 draw against Mansfield Town in the cup, a 2-1 win away at Bristol Rovers in the league, a 2-0 win at home to Cheltenham in the league, another 1-1 draw against Derby County, a 2-1 defeat against Mansfield in the cup. I presume that was probably the FA Cup, I'm not really too sure though. We also had a 4-2 defeat at home to Wycombe Wanderers, a 1-1 draw against Bolton Wanderers, and a 2-2 draw against Sheffield Wednesday. So now, on the 1st of January, let's look where we currently are in the table, see how we've been getting on. I'm not really too sure actually how you find the current league table. You might need to give me a minute for that. It's good to see that we've got a full scout report there of Erling Haaland. I'm sure that's very realistic to sign in League One, isn't it? It looks like a few of the loan players have been recalled. I'm not seeing Talaji Bole in the squad. Romany Critchlow also no longer with the squad, so it has put Kieran Kelly in there. We're going to stick Matty Platt in there for now. Kelly can find his way on to the bench. Apart from that, everyone's doing alright, to be fair. East is now going to come in for Clayton though, who's declining with his age and all that sort of stuff. Derbyshire's also declining, so Issa is going to come in for him up front. Apart from that, fairly happy with the way things are going, to be fair. I'm still trying to find the league table. I've no idea where it is. Here we go, standings. We're currently 4th in the table. I didn't think we'd be that high up. I was thinking maybe around mid-table. I didn't think 4th. That is very good. I mean, I would be over the moon with that, to be fair. We're currently 8 points off automatic promotion. We're currently in the playoffs by 3 points. So after 27 games, we've totaled 12 wins, 8 draws, 7 defeats, 41 goals scored, 33 goals conceded, which leaves us currently on a positive 8 goal difference and 44 points. 5 point gap, though, between us and 3rd. I mean, I don't think anyone would turn that down at all. To be 4th in League One for the first season, bear in mind that's with no signings made. We've now lost Critchlow as well. I think that's very, very impressive, isn't it? Let's go to the end of the season and see where we finish. With the season now officially done, our January looked like this. We had a 3-1 defeat at home to Reading, a 3-1 win away at Stevenage, a 0-0 draw against Cheltenham Town, a 1-0 defeat away at Cambridge before moving into February, where we had a 2-1 home win against Barnsley, a 1-1 draw against Burton Albion, a 2-2 draw against Oxford United, a 3-1 win at home to Lincoln City, a 2-2 draw against Shrewsbury Town before our February, where we had a 2-0 away win against Blackpool, a 1-1 draw against Exeter City, a 1-0 defeat at home to Fleetwood, a 2-1 loss away at Orient before moving into April, where we had a 3-2 win away at Wigan Athletic, a 1-1 draw against Port Vale, a 2-0 win at home to Charlton, a 2-1 win away at Portsmouth, a 1-0 win at home to Northampton, which is a very, very good month from us there. What's that, 4 wins out of 5 and the other one being a draw? Not bad at all. Our final game of the season was against Bristol Rovers, where we picked up a 2-1 home win. Let's have a look then, see where that saw us finish in the table. Did we make the playoffs? Did we get automatic promotion? We finished 4th in the table, meaning we will make the playoffs. There's a bit of a gap between us and Bolton. 4 points between us and Bolton. Only 6 points off second, so we managed to close that gap a little bit. We closed the gap between us and 3rd as well by a couple of points as well. How many points did we actually make it into the playoffs by? That is what I'll be interested to see. And then we'll have a look at how all the other clubs got on that did join League One like us this season. So Reading, as expected, did win the league. We finished 7 points inside the playoffs. No other teams who have just been added into this season would have made it into the top 6 apart from Reading. Charlton 9th, Blackpool 10th, Wigan 11th, Northampton 12th, good first season back for them, Shrewsbury 13th, Oxford 14th, Lincoln 15th, Cheltenham 16th, Fleetwood 17th, Bristol Rovers 18th, Cambridge 19th, Burton 20th, and going down in 21st is Port Vale, 22nd Exeter, 23rd Stevenage, and 24th Leyton Orient. Leyton Orient were 13 points from safety. That is, yeah, really poor season from them. Stevenage as well, 9 points from safety. Now then, let's get into the playoffs, because we'll take on Bolton Wanderers over 2 legs. We'll travel to the University of Bolton Stadium before they will travel to the University of Bradford Stadium. Let's get into it. I'm not really too sure why there was such a big gap between our penultimate game of the season against Northampton on the 29th of April and the last game of the season on the 17th of May against Bristol Rovers. That obviously does now mean that the playoff matches have been pushed back right till the end of May, which means the playoff final is going to be in June. So you've literally got about 2 weeks off before pre-season starts again. It seems absolutely ludicrous. It's a good job that's not real life, because if players were getting 2-3 weeks off, I'm sure they'd absolutely hate that. Let's get into the first game away at Bolton Wanderers. Now, obviously, with it being the playoffs, we are going to simulate these matches. We're going to watch it in a little bit more detail. Bolton are a very, very good side. They're currently in the playoffs in real life. They could potentially be a team who do go on to achieve promotion this season, but I've just edged it, obviously, with Peterborough. I'm not really too interested, to be fair, on how the 3 teams who got promoted have done, and how the 4 teams who got relegated have done either. We are underway though for today's game. We've gone with a 4-4-2 formation with Lewis in goal, a back four of Halliday, Stubbs, Platt and Rideout, with Smallwood and East at the base of the midfield, Chapman and Banks on the wings, with Costello and Andy Cook up front. Costello's actually not too bad, to be fair, on FIFA. So let's see how we get on. We've got an early opportunity here, but Bolton managed to clear. Bolton coming forward here. 21 finds number 10 into 29, who strikes, and the former Barnsley and Burton Albion striker Adebayojo has got on the score sheet after 13 minutes. Not the ideal start to today's game, and we are behind in the first leg of the playoff semi-finals. 21 in round the back here on our right-hand side, sorry, on their right-hand side, and Bradley with the goal. The man on loan from Liverpool, he's clearly not been recalled. We've had a few key players be recalled, like Critchlow, like Pereira, even Talaji Bowler as well. Really, really disappointing goal to concede. Not too far away from half-time either. 2-0 away from home. We've got a big ask now to really get back into this game. We need to at least be half in that deficit going back to Valley Parade, as Costello with a chance here just passes the ball though straight to the Bolton player. This would still be an absolutely outstanding position. Even if we lose in the playoff semi-final first and second legs, it's 3-0. There's no chance we're going to be going through at all now. I don't think we're going to be overturning this deficit. Being 3-0 down at half-time is shocking. Maybe we should have just simulated it, eh? There is half-time. I mean, we've not even had a shot yet. 27 in on goal here. Saved by Lewis. Cleared off the line in the end by Scott Banks. Brilliant opportunity there for Bolton once again to get on the score sheet. We've changed formation at the break. We've had a couple subs as well. It's just not really working for us right now. Halliday, opportunity here. Can he deliver a ball into the box? Finds Gilead. What can he do with it? He finds Andy Cook, looks to turn, shot comes in, and it's a goal back. Harry Chapman with the goal. He's been moved from left midfield into the number 10 position. Half an hour to go. If we can get one more back, who knows? Tide might potentially still be on here. Oliver finds Scott Banks on this right-hand side. Can he cut in? He finds Gilead. Can he get a shot off? Still with Gilead here. Finds Harry Chapman. Can he finish? Hits the bar. If that would have gone in, that would have been a massive goal in this tie. Unfortunately, he's come back off the upright. I don't know if it was the bar or the post. Now, Bolton come on the counter-attack here. 27 with the ball. Holding it in the corner. Looks for the ball into the box. Dealt with by Stubbs. There is full time of the first playoff semi-final leg. It finishes 3-1 to Bolton. I wouldn't say we've got a mountain to climb, but it's certainly a hill. Let's get into the second leg. It looks like Bolton Wanderers will be sticking with the same formation. We've actually changed from a 4-4-2 to a 4-3-3 attack. We've brought in Chapman. Issa starts on the left, and Nevers actually starts on the right instead of Scott Banks. Gilead captains the side. Let's get into kickoff. Bolton coming forward here. Number 16 with the ball into the penalty area. Finds 29. That's tie over. It's Victor Adebayojo once again. Bolton lead on the night. They lead 4-1 on aggregate. I think that's job done now. Go on. Yes, we've got to go back. It's Osadibe off the bench. 1-1 on the night. Still 4-2 on aggregate. Over half an hour to go, though. Stranger things have probably happened. Come on, deal with it. Deal with it. We haven't dealt with it. Well, with just seconds left on the clock, it looks like our first season back in League One will see us finish in 4th, but it will see us unfortunately lose out in the playoff semi-finals, as that is definitely job done now. 6-2 on aggregate. It's finished 3-1 once again to Bolton Wanderers. I mean, overall, it's been an outstanding season, hasn't it? If we finish 4th next season in League One, I'll be over the moon with that. But anyway, that is where I'm going to leave it for today's video. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you could try and hit 30 likes, as I said at the start of today's video, that'd be massively appreciated. Subscribe if you're new as well. We are now on the road to 800 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed. If you haven't already, with that post notification bell on, it's free to do so, and it does massively help out. Drop a comment in as well down in the comment section down below to help boost the video in the YouTube algorithm. Thank you very much for watching today's video. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all very soon for another one. Peace.